everyone, and welcome back to Vlogmas Day trailer tour. So today for Vlogmas, we're not really going to go anywhere. I'm going to be going places and working with clients and horses here and blah 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 blah. We are just going to film today's Vlogmas by giving you guys a horse trailer tour. So here we go. Let's get started and let's have some fun.
You took me from the wayside, called me your own, thrown me a lifeline and carried me home. Jesus, you're all I want, you're all I want. Over the horizon is where I look beyond. You're the silver lining, breaking through the storm. Jesus, you're all I want, you're all I want.
So one of the biggest reasons I decided to do a horse trailer tour video today was because someone was like, well, what does your tack room look like? And well, my tack room is kind of in my trailer, if that makes sense. And so I kind of figured, all right, well, let's kill two birds with one stone and do a tack room / trailer tour. And so that's kind of exactly what we're gonna do. So my horse trailer has a few compartments. The first one, this compartment. Whatever must be in here. So in this lovely handy dandy compartment, we have all of my stuff, meaning we have my wonderful Buck Used bareback pad or saddle. We have my English pad and saddle, my Western as well. Over here, we have, this is the spare rack. The black one is my Nurtural bitless bridle. We have my Justin Dunn bitless bridle, my 2-horse tack bitless bridle, all of which are side pulls besides the Nurtural. That one's a cross-under. And then we have all of the babes' halters and lead ropes, Filio, Bless, and Delilah. And we also have helmets too, because you got to protect your brain. And then down here on the floor, we have my Oster mane and tail kit. Or my Oster grooming kit. Sorry, I can't speak this morning. It's very early, I guess. And we also have my ponytails for braiding. We also have just my average normal grooming kit, which has all the kinds of brushes that I kind of just had laying around. We have a jolly ball in case we need it. Just a spare hay net. And right down here, these super cool things. We have Bless's Cavallo hoof boots. So, yeah, that is pretty much compartment number one. And basically this compartment is the biggest thing that I call the tack compartment because it has the majority of my horse tack in it. And so now we're going to move on to the second compartment, which is over here. So my horse trailer, once again, used to be a horse trailer. Still is. But the floor started to rush through and it sat for a while and housed someone for a while, to which it just became my tack room. So, compartment number 2. Back here we have all kinds of super cool stuff as well. So in this little compartment, just like a little bit of a tour, we have my bucket o' targets because you can never have enough targets. We also have my bathing kit, which we use mainly in summer, but we don't need it right now. We have my first aid kit, and so in here we have vet wrap, Banamine, I lied, that's not Banamine, vet wrap, syringes, bute, you name it, it is all in here, because you always need a first aid kit. Over here, we have our feeding station. So what we have here is we have buckets, so if we end up doing grain, because Bless tends to get grain every night, we have buckets here. We have vegetable oil, which is also for Bless's grain. We have her grain as well, because she needs it. Some pretty cool grain too. We have her grain, anyway. And then we have an electrolyte right here, which we use that kind, right there. And then we have psyllium as well. So we do that as well. What do you guys think so far? Good? Bad? Next, we have our one saddle stand. So this saddle stand my grandpa and I made together. I I love it, and I use it for like spare stuff. So like if I have spare saddle pads, saddles, you name it, I have it on there. So I recently just sold the saddle that was on it. So I'm looking to potentially put on another saddle. Speaking of, I'm currently going through a little tack on trial series, we'll call it that, with bareback pads. So that's going to be carrying those. But the biggest thing I like about this, it has a rack for your bridle, handle to carry. We've got a shelf, and in here we have a cabinet. Yeah, so my grandpa and I built this, and I love this thing so much, and it's just amazing. Then, next up over here, we have our miscellaneous items, pretty much. This right here is literally the definition of miscellaneous items. We have latigos. We have one big blanket in there. We have decoration. We have my awesome horse holster, which I do still use on occasion. So that's that bucket. In this bucket, we have our reflective vest for going out on the trail. We also have tail bags in here too. So that one's super cool because tail bags are needed. The next one we have more riding supplies. So we have an extra cinch. We have sport boots, bridle covers to make them. And then the final bin we have is the bins within the bins. And we also have these right here for hoof trimming, as it tends to make sure my legs don't get cut up and I don't cut my pants up. Yeah. Then we have my hoof trimming station, and that's kind of just where I put all of my hoof trimming supplies, and that is about it. Some of it is actually, I'm sharpening it, so yeah, that's my stand. That's usually where I put my other hoof trimming stuff too, so I can trim the babe's hooves. As we're walking out, you will see stall refreshers, which I don't really use, mainly because it's never wet enough to use them. I mean, it has been recently. I have a spare treat pouch. Now, this treat pouch is a spare treat pouch because it's old. Yeah. I usually have my normal treat pouch hanging right here, but that's currently in my truck along with Billy Bob and a few other targets too, for client horses. And then we have my lantern. See if we can turn it on. It's on now, but you probably can't see it. To which we use at night when we're feeding, so we can see. And that is the next compartment. After that, we have one final compartment, and it is not really mine. Like, it's my compartment, but it's not. I just don't really ever use anything in here. And the next one is this side. So this trailer has a back tack room, and that kind of made it difficult when using the trailer to actually trailer horses. But anyway, you know, that's just, you know, it's just life. Drum roll, please. Ta-da! So this is the final compartment of my horse trailer. And I don't really ever use any of this stuff. So this belonged to Sweet Pea and her owner. And I still talk to her owner all the time. I mean, we work together at church, so I kind of have to. And he's a good guy, and we don't really know if he's going to be getting another horse anytime soon. This horse trailer was actually his too, and then Sweets died, and he donated this as well as all the panels. And I'm not quite sure about the tack in it too, but yeah. So basically in here we have his Western saddle. We have some youth saddle in here too, all Western, obviously. Saddle pads, his grooming kit, Sweets, leader rope, bell boots. You know, we had a bit, but we never used it. You know, her hackamore, lunge line, just kind of stuff like that. So yeah, while I don't usually end up using a lot of the stuff in here, you know, every once in a while I'll occasionally use a kid's saddle, but where I moved, the place here, their insurance doesn't really cover lessons, so I really only have like 4 or 5 students that actually come here, and the rest, as you know, I travel around the East Valley to work with and train. So yeah, all of this is kind of just staying here until her owner decides what to do with it. Yeah, but it's all good quality tack, and I've, been keeping it oiled and up to date because why not? To give you a little tour of the outside, because that is just as important. Right here we have what I like to call our garbage can. And in here we basically put other bags, garbage, whatever. We have this wheelbarrow, and rake that is currently filled with, rainwater. So this tire's flat, so it kind of just sits here all the time. And it helps us, for the most part, go between feeding the babes and back here. So, then, right on these pallets, we usually have our hay. However, we ran out of hay this morning, and so we'll be going to get hay later today. Coming over here, kind of just wraps around. This, my friends, right here, is my favorite seating area. This is one of my favorite seating areas because I cannot tell you how many times I have filmed a video just sitting here. Like, if you go and look at my Christmas story video from last year, I filmed that sitting right here. And why do I like it so much? Because there's a stand. So I can stand it right here and chit chat. So I love it. It's awesome. And from there, we just come around and around and around to the other side. And from here, we've got the babes. Anyway, so we will call that the end of today's Vlogmas episode. Once again, I'm not taking you guys around with me today, mainly because I figured we should have a quick change in scenery, and change of what we're doing, because I like to try and keep things new versus, the same thing over and over and over and over and over. So, yes. Anyway, 3 positive things that happened today. 1, I rode Delilah with a saddle at faster than a walk. Woo! 2, we had a super good lesson that I taught. It was just amazing and awesome and wonderful. And 3, legs is getting a lot easier to handle hand walking wise. Legs is also one of the rescues, by the way. I don't own him personally. He's just one of the rescues. So, yeah. Anyway, other than that, I hope you all are enjoying these videos. And once again, if you have any video ideas, let me know. Like, I won't bite, I promise. I've gotten a few of them, and, I'm trying to just, videos are going to start up after Vlogmas, same with my podcast, by the way. So I'm going to have all kinds of training videos back up. Just the stuff that I used to do. So, yeah, life pretty much ended up taking a difficult turn for me. And I had some really good friends that if it were not for them, I don't know if I'd be here making this video for you guys. So, yeah, I won't go into detail on that. But, anyway, and so stuff hit the fan, and so I figured Vlogmas would be a great way to get back into it, mainly because it's just my everyday life. So, yeah, and you guys aren't even seeing the majority of my life, but, anyway, so I just slowly ease back into things, which works for me. Anyway, so if you have not already, please hit the red subscribe button below. We absolutely love it when you hit the red subscribe button, because that not only gets us seen by more people, but it has the ability to get us paid more, get more clients, bring more people in, because when more people see us, more people know who we are, and more people want to use us, which is great, and that helps us feed the babes, feed me, yeah, and feed my wonderful darling cat, Ponyboy, too, which you guys haven't seen yet. Now that I think about it, you'll have to. Anyway, so don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, as well as our podcast, which is available wherever you listen to podcasts, and will start back up after Vlogmas ends. From there, our website, don't forget to check that out too, listenbarebackequestrian.weebly.com. Other than that, God loves you, Jesus loves you, I love you, and I hope you all just have a fantastic, amazing, and wonderful day, and thank you all so much for your continued support. So I will see all of you later.